Hey guys, Indy here with Ultimate 2 Reviews. Well, if you saw my recent holiday video, I showed off a few of the new tools that I just picked up on the holiday deals. Now, one of the new tools I got is the new Makita XLOCK grinder. Now, these aren't necessarily that new, but they are quite new in the fact that they're showing off the XLOCK technology. That is a very new technology. These grinders have now been out for at least a year now, but I think they're a little bit, with the reviews, are a bit mixed, I would say, right now. So let's take a look at these two grinders here. Let's see the differences between them. These are pretty much identical grinders, other than the fact that one is not XLOCK and this one is. So this is my trusty Makita XAG04. And this is the XLOCK grinder right over here. This one I just picked up. This is the XAG25. So we look at these two grinders. They look super similar. Just looking at, basically from the head down, they are pretty much identical. There is no differences. Both have the battery indicators right at the bottom. We've got the little vents down here that are metal. Handles are identical. Both have brushless motors. Both are the toggle switches. So nothing new down there. When we get to the head, though, that's where things start to change. So in just the regular standard Makita grinder, of course, we've got the nut here. We've got the regular guard. And this guard is super simple. This is the regular guard style here. Just take that latch off, spin it which way you want, slip that back down, and you're good to go. Now, one thing that was kind of surprising when I opened up this XLOCK grinder is this guard is totally different how it works. So guys, check this out. It's got a little switch down here, which is actually just a little button, and that corresponds to the other side here. And let me see if I can get the camera up in there. So when you push that, there's a little pin right here, and that allows you to then turn this guard. It's also got a little spring right here. You can see that little circular spring, and what you do to get the guard off is you put the guard, you push down, rotate all the way up, and this comes up like that. Kind of cool, but it's interesting how many actual parts are in this guard now. So there's a lot going on here. We have a spring in here. We have this whole little spring mechanism with the pin on the side. There's quite a lot of stuff going on now with this guard. So I'm not sure how well that's going to hold up, how well that's going to be sustained for when it comes to using this tool super heavy pretty much every day. So if you don't know regular grinder, how you put the disc in is all you do is unscrew this, and I gotta push this little pin down here that allows it to hold. So I just unscrew that. I pretty much take my disc, I put it on. It's gonna fit nicely on that little groove there. Just screw this back on. And there we go. And then I would just grab my tool and tighten that down a little bit, and I'm all set. So that's how you change a disc on a regular grinder. Now, XLOCK has made that even more simple. All you gotta do is make sure that you have this opened. You can take any disc. What you do is then you just put it right on, spin it till it sits down, then just push. And now I'm on. That's it for the XLOCK grinder. Super simple, super easy to use. Now, it's a wonder why, why isn't this super popular? Why isn't everyone using this? Well, there's one big problem with these, and it involves the grinding discs that I think a lot of people don't really you don't realize that when you first buy it. It might be a bit of an issue, and it might be a bit of a pain as well. So with these discs, they're actually quite expensive, these XLOCK discs. When these first came out, I was looking at getting a grinder just for, basics around the house, kind of sharpening my lawnmower blades. But when these came out, trying to find XLOCK discs was super difficult, for me anyways. My Home Depot really didn't carry a lot. I think they only had like 2 or 3 different types, and they were pretty expensive. Whereas I could get other brands of discs quite cheap where I needed them, and they were everywhere. I can go to Lowe's, Home Depot. I don't even think that Lowe's has XLOCK yet at Lowe's, so that's going to be one big thing too. If you go to Lowe's close by and you can't find any of the discs there, it's kind of pointless then to go XLOCK at that point. But there's also awesome deals for grinding discs that are around. Just want to give a quick shout out to Benchmark Abrasives. I just put the disc here on this Makita, but they often have deals for like right around $10 or so. They had a 10-pack of these flap discs for like $10. It was basically free, but you pay shipping. And they've actually been awesome discs just for, sharpening my lawnmower blades. They worked out fantastic. Haven't really worn one down too much just yet, kind of rotating between a few of them, but they actually are fantastic discs. I'm not paid to say that, guys, not sponsored by them or anything. Just wanted to say that, hey, it's a pretty good company, pretty good brand of discs, so for me anyways, and they've been pretty cheap. Now, if you move to the XLOCK side of things, I mean, some of these discs are like almost $10 by themselves, so yeah, they are pretty pricey. But of course, you're getting that convenience of XLOCK, being able to swap discs out pretty fast, which is pretty nice to have. Now, I've kind of seen both sides of the argument on this, where guys are saying, yeah, I can swap between 4 discs, when I'm using it to do a big project, just effortlessly. It's fantastic. Now, the other side of the coin is people are saying that we'll just buy some more grinders and keep the discs on them at all times. So I've seen both, depending on what you're doing, both work fine. But when it comes to XLOCK on here, there's just a lot of parts now. I'm kind of curious how this is going to hold up compared to the regular grinders. Where basically on here, I've just got the guard and I've got one nut. That's all I've got going on there. I mean, here I've got a lot of different stuff. I got a lot of moving parts happening here. There's a lot of stuff with this guard. There's a spring, at least 2 springs in here. I'm just kind of curious on how these are going to hold up. How's that reliability going to be on these new XLOCK grinders? Yeah, the blade change is simpler, but is that going to have more failure rate on these tools? So that's going to be one thing, time is going to tell with these. And, it's one of those things where, you got both options. I bought both options out. I didn't want to try the XLOCK out and have a regular grinder at the same time. So far, I haven't got a chance to use them heavily just yet. Kind of just want to cover XLOCK so far, what I've seen online about guys talking about. If you watch all the reviews that initially came out on these, most guys were pretty positive about it. But I'd be really curious to see, as we get more of the XLOCK discs out, is this going to be something that's going to be, maybe is it going to, fall away? Or is it going to be more and more popular? Are we going to basically see everything go to an XLOCK style? That's going to be the big question on these. I don't see regular grind discs ever going away fully for something like XLOCK. But is this just going to be, a gimmick for a little bit? Or are we going to see this really go full stream? Are we going to see like half the grinders become XLOCK that are used around the world? What are we going to see with this, So that's the big question about the future of XLOCK. And if you're kind of wondering which grinder to go to, I think the solution is actually pretty easy. For most people, I think just the regular grinder is the way to go. Having cheap discs, it's going to be a reliable platform. I don't even use Makitas that often. These are just the ones I got for free in the package. But I like my Benchmark abrasives discs. They're quite affordable. I can get them shipped to my door really easily, and that's what I've been using for quite a while now. I've ordered, some DeWalt discs, and they go on sale on Amazon. Just that convenience and that really, really low price point of, still buying good discs is fantastic and just a regular grinder. I think so far I've probably spent $35 on grinding discs. Now, if I want to go XLOCK and really drop some cash, get the same amount of discs and really spend over $100 with ease. Is it worth it to me to have, being able to change these disc cuts super fast? Probably not. I only need like one at a time. If I'm doing a simple project, I need a cutoff wheel, or I just need, a flap disc, and that's it. I can swap those out in no time at all. It's not a huge deal. So guys, hope that answers some of your questions on should you go XLOCK or should you stay with a regular grinder. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think about XLOCK so far? What your experience has been with both styles of grinders. And guys, make sure to stay safe. Take care, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And have a good evening, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.